Let's talk about how to set up what I call a movement stance or a readiness stance. This is super helpful before almost any exercise, and also if you're feeling maybe a little bit threatened in your body or a little bit unsettled. This can bring you back into your power. So we want to start with our feet, feeling nice and rooted. Maybe your feet are a little bit turned out and they're about hip width apart. You want to feel like you can feel the pressure under the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. And then we want to think about kind of corkscrewing our feet outward. So without actually moving the feet much, we're going to get this feeling of rotating the toes outward and the heels in. You should feel this turn on your glutes. So see if you can find that mind-muscle connection and that engagement in the glutes. From here, we want to be soft in the knees. So just a little bit of a soft bend so we're ready to move in any direction, maybe a little bit of a bouncy feeling. Coming up into the pelvis, we want to find a neutral pelvis, and this might feel different for everyone. Some of us might be socialized to arch our backs a lot, push our booty out, push our chest back, or push our chest forward. And we might need to think about tucking the tailbone under just a little bit to come into a neutral position. If we think of the pelvis like a bowl of punch, we don't want it to spill out the front or the back. We want it to be nice and balanced, keeping that stabilized feeling there. Some of us, on the other hand, might feel like we're clenching all the time, squeezing our booty together, protecting ourselves. We might need to release the booty a little bit, release the chest a little bit, and find a little bit more openness. So see if you can find what a neutral pelvis feels like in your body. From here, we should be ready to find a nice bracing in the core. So the core is not just these ab muscles you see in the front. It's also the obliques, and it's also the transverse abdominis, which wraps all the way around, kind of like a corset. And it really helps stabilize our spine and our pelvis and keep us strong for movement without causing pain in our back or our hips. So see if you can feel, put your hands just under your ribs here, wrap your thumbs around the back, and take a big inhale and see if you can push out into your hands in all directions, creating that tension in the core. Now see if you can continue to breathe while maintaining that tension. Beautiful. And imagine you're trying to pop off this corset, trying to release in all directions, pushing out into that corset. So see if you can maintain that tension while keeping your breath going. Feel that strength there, as if somebody was maybe about to punch you in the stomach and you're ready for it, you're prepared. From here, we want a nice stacked vertebrae. Allowing for a natural curve in the low back is fine, but keeping everything else nice and stacked on top of that. And then coming to the shoulders, we want to think about what I call packing the shoulders. So keeping the core really tight here and keeping the ribs a little bit knit in. So not allowing them to flare open, keeping them knit in. We're going to think about pulling the shoulder blades slightly together and slightly down the back. You can also think about squeezing two grapefruits underneath the armpits, which is going to rotate your elbows to face behind you a little bit. This is going to put your shoulders in a good strong position and help you recruit the right muscles when you're doing upper body exercises. So find that packed position, and then from here, just rest your head gently on top of all of that. Now we're gonna take some deep breaths here and just feel into what it feels like to be in this ready position or this movement stance. So taking an inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and an exhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can keep that going, keeping all those things in mind. The feet corkscrewing out, the knees soft, the pelvis neutral, the corset engaged, the core wrapped around and strong, the spine straight, the shoulders packed, the head resting. Keep going with the breath. And on your next exhale or expiration, release anything that you don't need right now as you're getting ready to move. Release any clutter in your mind, let it go with the exhale. And on the next inhale or inspiration, pull in that inspiration. Pull in the things that make you feel strong and powerful in your body. And just feel the strength in this position alone, this readiness. There's a lot of power in that. So just breathe into that for a moment. And now you're ready to go. Enjoy, and please use this before you engage in exercise or when you're just trying to feel a little bit more in your body. Thank you.